Hello everyone and welcome to a One Piece live duel. Today we have me on the right playing Red Purple Luffy and Mike playing Green Uta. It is a matchup that I'm pretty familiar with, but I don't play it much with the Red Purple Luffy, the 6K leader. I believe I won die roll and I decided to go first. I'm looking for ramp and I don't see it, but I see a Nami and I'm like, well, if I'm lucky, Nami will search Zoro. So that's what I decided to do. I'm gonna go ahead and gamble it and see what happens. Mike also decides to keep his hand. I remember him telling me, he's like, it's a high risk plan or high risk hand, but let's see what happens. So I go ahead and I look at my top 5 and I take a rad beam because if it's not ramp, I want defense. It's kind of what you have to do for this Luffy deck because you want to get to the late game. So yep. So he gets 2 Dawn, he rests 1, he goes New Genesis, so go ahead and look at the top 3 to add a film card. And he's got some pretty good hits there. But let's see, so he's looking. And I think he's going to go ahead and take a Nami. It does suck that he's bottom decking another Nami, but at least he can search next turn. We were discussing that the 6K leader is a little rough, but it's not too bad for the Uta leader since you're gonna want to swing 6K anyway. But I drew a Nami for turn, and I'm going again to see if I can find that Zoro, and I do not. So I go ahead and take another rad beam, and I'm like, dude, this sucks. I can't ramp. I don't know what to do. But he is a 5 life leader, so I want to go ahead and just bring him down, guarantee this damage anyway. So yeah, just gonna swing 8, and he'll take it. No trigger. Mike goes ahead and gets his 4 done. And he's looking at his hand and deciding what he wants to do. I see he's got a Brook. He's also got the Nami that he searched, and he has the Uta. So he's going to go 6 in to use the effect, and he's going to get the Usopp. And now he only has 3 Dawn, so he can either play the Nami or he can play that Usopp he just got. Let's see what he decides to do. He goes 3, and he could even play the Uta blocker. I didn't see that before. But he goes Usopp. I think he just wants to establish a body to just swing. And I'm going up to 5, and I'm trying to be mindful this game since I don't have ramp. I'm trying to wait until I get to 8 Dawn before I start minusing Dawn since I'm not finding a way up. So I go 6 in, he gives me a 2k, and then I go 6 in again. I had the Queen, so I could have drawn for more cards, but again, I'm trying to be mindful on how much Dawn I actually have. So I go ahead and just put more pressure, and he goes ahead and takes one of the life. He goes ahead and takes a Luffy character swing. Now I have plenty of things to keep this Luffy alive, so I'm just going to use him to apply pressure while trying to build a board. And looking at my hand, I think I have 2 laws in there. So he's going to go 6 in to something here, and he gets a law off the top of his deck. I give him a 1k counter, and after I drop that counter, I realize like this man has so many cards in hand. I think he has like 9 cards in hand probably. He's gonna tap 4 to go Brook. Brook plays Nami and then Nami search. Yep. And let's see what he gets off of this. It looks like he got the restand, Uta blocker, a law, and he takes the backlight. Maybe he's gonna plan on just KOing something later that I won't have a chance to actually counter out of. And I draw another law for turn. So this turn right here, I am at 7, and I'm counting my Dawn. I'm like, alright, so I'm at 7. If I play this kid, I go down to 6, and then I go up to 8 next turn, which will let me ramp. So I can start ramping. I can afford to minus 1 Dawn this turn. So I swing 6 in, and I use the kid. So he counters out of the 6k swing, then I go 7 in, and I'm basically just trying to get him to either load his hand up or drop his cards, because next turn, with the ramp that I get, I'll actually be able to effectively law him. Alright, so he gets his Dawn here, and now he's at 8. And he just has to decide, does he build a wall or does he go? So he's going to backlight to kill the Luffy. So it looks like he's just going to swing a bunch this turn, possibly. I see he has a 10-drop Dofi, an 8-cost Kid. Let's see what else he has. And a 7-drop Luffy, I think I saw. So so he's gonna go 7 into my 7. I will probably take this. Nope, I counter. Oh, wait, I'm thinking about it. Oh, yes, I remember. I'm just counting how much Don he has left and if he'll play. So I actually just give him the 2k counter because I am kind of calling his bluff to see if he'll even swing more. And I want to keep the law in hand because he has so many cards. He goes Brook, Uta, which puts him down to, I think, exactly 7 cards this turn. And I'm like, alright, well, if I swing, he might counter, he might block. But I do ramp, so now I'm at 9 Don. I don't have any big bodies. No Whitebeards, no Luffys. So I gotta decide what I want to do here. So I go ahead and play the Law. Then I minus the 1 Don. And he's shuffling up his hand. And then I'm just gonna pull 2 cards out. Let's see what I end up hitting. I hit a Law and a 7-drop Luffy. That is really bad for him. Then I go 8 in and I minus a Don. So now I'm at 7 with my leader. I go 8 into his life. This is just 2k counters if he has it, but he might end up blocking here. Yeah, he's thinking about it. He knows that I have a 7k swing coming in next. Alright, so he decides to block it. I don't disagree with that. That's not bad. And I'm just deciding what I want to do here. I finally drew the Zoro for turn. And I'm like, okay, I can go 5 in with my Nami to make him drop more cards. And there you go. He goes in and gives me 3k with the 7k swing. But I just go ahead and drop the Zoro, and I leave 2 up for my 2 Rad Beams. Because I want to be able to defend this, this kid if he goes in for it. And I don't want to just, like, die on the spot if he just randomly decides to all-in me. So that's why I go ahead and keep this up. But I have 2 Rad Beams, and I have a Law, so it's and I'm at 7k, so it's very difficult for him to actually game me. And he goes ahead and he freezes both my characters, and I draw a guard point for turn. That's really funny. This messed up my plan because I was kind of hoping... Oh, I ramp with Luffy effect there. I was kind of hoping I got to swing with Kid and then swing with Law, or not Law, Zoro, so that way I could ramp back up and then still have room to play anything. But yeah, I can't do that. And so I'm making a decision here. I have nothing to play this turn. Again, I have no big bodies. I have a Law, but he only has 3 cards in hand. So I'm just going to start swinging and see if I can make him drop cards. So I go 5, he drops a 1k. I go 5, he takes it, which looks good for me. And I'm like, okay, well, I have 1 more swing and I have 3 events. So I can go 5 in with Zoro. Maybe he'll take it, maybe he'll counter out. And I can leave these 3 Dawn up for the 2 Rad Beams and the guard point. So I don't think I'm dying at any time. I'm contemplating the Law swing, but I'm figuring, like, if I swing the Law, then he's definitely going to swing at the Law of Dofi and I lose it anyway. So I might as well just be a little safe, even though I have so much counter. He goes New Genesis, and I think he probably adds the Luffy here. It might be a little late for a Luffy, but yeah, he takes it back. He goes Robin. Yeah, I see, because he has the 8-drop Kid in hand, and I think he just wants the counter. Because the Luffy, like, he could drop the Luffy here, but it doesn't really win him the game. And me having 2 life, a blocker, and 3 events in hand is just really rough. Let's see how he decides to go about this. So he's going to go 6 into... Oh, he gets another counter. He goes 6 into my lead, I guess. Yeah, because I did 1k swing, or 1k counter. And now he's going to go... Let's see what he decides. These Namis will cause him problems if he doesn't clear them. So let's see how he decides to go about this. It looks like he's going 8 in and searching. Let's see what he's going 8 into. Oh, he's going to bottom deck a Dofi, which is okay. He can't play anyway. He gets the Brook, which is also a 1k counter. He goes 8 into life, and I take it. I get a Bart off of that, which is pretty nice. Just some more counter. I'm trying to decide how I want to do this. So he does swing 10 in, and I can counter this. And I go ahead and do. I go up to 10 with the Rad Beam, 11 with the Gene Bart. But I was thinking about blocking this with the blocker because I didn't want to risk just like losing to this Dofi swing. But yeah, so he goes 10 into life. I counter out, and now he's gonna go 8 into something, into my life, and I take the 8. And now I still have a blocker, and I still have... He knows that I have one more Rad Beam at least, but the other cards in my hand are unknown to him. So he has to decide if he's going to go for game or if he's going to try to clear characters. And at this point, I think I just want multiple swings because he rebuilt his hand. He went from 2 cards to, it looks like 5 in just that turn. And that's like kind of a problem for me. So I want to... keep my characters alive even if he swings into them. So if I can counter out, I will. So let's see, he goes 5 and he's probably gonna try to kill the Zoro. I'm okay with letting a Nami go because I only need at least one of them. Yeah, the Nami goes, but I will keep, with one more swing, I will keep anything alive. So now he goes 9 into the Zoro. And Zoro's 4, so I need 6k to get out of this. And I'm really deciding if I want to do it. Maybe I'll block it. But then if I block it, I still have to commit more Don. Let's see. So I go Law. And I get him up to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just to get out of the 9k swing. And then he passes his turn. You know, the writing's kind of on the wall here. He has no blockers. And I have so many swings. That kid is actually supposed to be unrested. There you go. Yeah, I fixed it. This just looks really bad for him. So I go 8 into his life, minusing 1 Don, and I go up to 7, and he gives me all of his cards to counter out of the 8. Then I go 5 in, and I ramp the Don back, and yeah, he has no more counter. I could just swing the Law or the Nami or anything. Yeah. It was a good game, Mike. I think he didn't see a lot of his blockers, and me ripping the kid and the Luffy out of his hand was just very, very bad for him. I got lucky with that. I'm over here looking for my 10 drop, like just something big to play, and there it was finally on the Nami search that I would have had next turn. But yeah, good game, Mike. It was really fun. If you guys liked, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.